Peace Collective, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader. If y'all are new here, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you times 1,000 for being here, for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, we are going to get into another deep dive today. If you guys are interested more in readings that have to do with celebrity culture, music, entertainment industry, I've got an entire playlist already curated. It's called the Deep Dive series. That's where you'll find more readings that circle more around that realm. If that's your speed, make sure you guys check it out. As you can tell by the title, we're going to get into the energy between Young Miami, aka Carisha from the City Girls, and her relationship with Diddy. Okay. If you guys are familiar with what's going on with Diddy right now, he is pretty much the head of the chopping block at this time. He is currently incarcerated due to a lot of these claims around these quote-unquote freak-offs, okay, allegedly being involved in sex trafficking, okay, illegal drug use, drugging and raping women, okay. My channel is not monetized, you guys, so please don't mind me if I curse or, use explicit language, all right? My apologies if you're not into cursing or explicit language, you guys, okay? It kind of just rolls off the tongue. But anyway, just as a quick disclaimer, I just want to ask you guys to keep it respectful if you guys do decide to get in the comments. I love interacting with you guys, but we do not know these people personally. It is not a personal reading. All things in this reading are alleged until proven otherwise. Okay, so entertainment purposes only. Just keep that in mind. If you guys have something to add or there's something that I missed, please feel free to get in the comments and let me know what you know. All I ask is that you keep it respectful, okay? If you don't have anything nice to say or anything constructive to add, just keep it to yourself, okay? But let's get right into this. So if somebody wants to timestamp the reading, you are more than welcome to timestamp this reading for 226. I have a King of Cups already placed out here, which is going to represent Diddy, being that he is a Scorpio. And then I have a Queen of Swords, which is going to represent Young Miami, aka Carisha, being that she's an Aquarius, okay? I'm an Aquarius myself. I'm an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Venus, and Jupiter. And I'm telling you right now, if you're an Aquarius yourself, and maybe you can relate if you're a high vibing Aqua, we do not claim this Aquarius, okay? Young Miami is an Aquarius. We do not claim. Megan Thee Stallion, that's another Aquarius. We do not claim, okay? Some of you Scorpios out there, shout out to you guys. I'm pretty sure Diddy is a Scorpio. Y'all do not claim. Okay, so more power to the high vibing Aquas and Scorpios out there, or Aquarius Scorpio placements, all right? But I already cleansed the energy. I don't really know what to expect getting into this, but we're just going to tap right in and see what's going on between these two, what the current energy is like. We're going to start with a couple oracle cards, then we'll dive into the tarot a little bit later to clarify. And just so you guys are aware of how I'm reading when I pull cards, in this case, we're going to start with Carisha. It's just going to be her perspective, her point of view of Diddy, and then it'll be the same thing vice versa when we get to Diddy's portion, okay? If you guys like these type of readings, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. It's absolutely free. Okay, leave a comment, subscribe. We'd love to have you guys here, part of the family. All right. Okay, what is the relationship like between Diddy and Young Miami? What is Carisha's perspective or her feelings regarding Diddy at this time, Spirit? Thank you. Ooh, clock. Okay, I'm seeing clock already. It says need time, takes time, cycles, time to heal, in progress. Okay, why is this here? Okay, talking. It is called, oh boy. Oh man, already I'm getting detective vibes. Okay, I'm hearing federales. The federales, like the feds, okay? It says interested, conversing more. Awaited message arrives, text, call, email, and hovering. And if you guys are up to speed with my deep dives, I have got like a mini series, I guess you can say, going on about Jay-Z and Diddy right now. It's so funny because I got this talking card for Foxy Brown when I did the Foxy and Jay-Z reading, and there's a woman just sitting on a laptop here. So I definitely feel like Carisha is either being, I'm hearing interrogated, like she's being asked questions, okay, by maybe, you know, some type of law enforcement agency. Again, I was hearing like the federales, so it may not specifically be the feds, but some type of law enforcement has definitely reached out to her, okay? Ooh. And with this card being here, again, guys, this is Carisha's perspective, her POV of Diddy. Okay, so with this talking card here, I definitely see that Diddy was the one who approached Young Miami or went out of his way to, I guess you can say, message her, whether that be like a call, text, email, however it, you know, it occurred. I definitely feel that Diddy was the one who reached out to her and sought out Young Miami, okay? With this clock here, I'm not really sure why this is here, okay? Maybe this is just someone she spent a lot of time with. Obviously, you know, we've seen them together in the media, maybe like the last year or two. But with this clock here, this kind of just gives me, you know, something about your time being up or your time is almost near, okay? So I'm hearing something about cutting things short. I don't think she wanted to create distance with Diddy. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I really don't think she even wanted to. It's almost like she did it because she created distance from him because she had to. It was like, I'm getting this vision of like a tea kettle on a stove. And it's like, if you don't turn the damn stove off or take the pot off of the hot burner, it's going to start whistling, and then, you know, the water may start to overflow from the pot. So it's like she only created distance or pumped the brakes on Diddy because the water was boiling too damn much. I really hope that makes sense. Like the pressure was getting to her is the vibe that I'm getting already. And that's really sad. That's really unfortunate that it took pressure from outside sources for you to want to create distance. I don't like that. But I'm going to get one more on here because if I'm not really getting something clearly or if it's not making too much sense, I'm going to just keep moving forward and keep pulling cards. Okay, look at this coffin. I was just saying that. It's like she waited to end things with this clock energy here. And she could also be viewing Diddy as someone, again, whose time is kind of almost up, or it is up. The time has ran out. Time has ran its course. Why is this here? What is this? Soulmates. Oh, God. Is she serious? It says soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. I feel like, ooh, date, meeting somebody new, addiction. Oh, she got really wrapped up into the lifestyle. Whatever Diddy was doing for her, providing for her. I'm hearing allowance. Maybe he had her on some type of allowance, or with this card saying agreement, maybe there was some type of written agreement between the two of them. I'm getting NDA. Maybe this agreement contract could literally just be an NDA. Okay, but I feel like she really liked him a lot more than she thought she was going to like him. I'm getting this vibe here where at first it was really just about the money. Oh, let me see what he's talking about, or let me see what he can do for me. After spending so much time together, it's like she really ended up having feelings for this man. So it was a little bit more than just an agreement on paper. You know, you're gonna be my contracted girl in the public for when I have events or whatever. And it turned into more than that. Very fast is the vibe that I'm getting here. I'm gonna hop over to Diddy real quick. Okay, again, I have a King of Cups here to represent him. And we're gonna use the same deck and get his perspective of Young Miami, okay? Let's see. Where is Diddy's POV or his feelings in regards to Carisha? Please, thank you. What is this? Addiction showing up again anyway. It says codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block and restraint. This is so funny. Oh man. And again, guys, when I'm pulling cards, this is going to be Diddy's perspective. Okay, what he sees, what he hears, what he's viewing when it comes to Young Miami. If you're viewing somebody as, what does it say? Codependent, obsessed, possession, controlling. She I'm telling you, she was a little too deep into this than he wanted it to be, or than it was originally supposed to be. Okay, so think about it this way, right? It's like you sign a contract or an agreement with somebody, and you guys are just supposed to be working on music, and then you guys start going out for drinks, you start going out for dinners. Now all of a sudden you're at each other's house and it's in their private space. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Now all of a sudden, you know, you're hooking up and you caught feelings. So Diddy is acknowledging that, like, it wasn't supposed to be like that. He feels as though Young Miami became very dependent on him and his quote unquote allowance, the lifestyle he was providing to her, the gifts, the jewels, the cars, whatever he was getting for her. Okay. Wow. And she can be very possessive, is the vibe that I'm getting here. It's like, if you're going to do this for me, then you shouldn't be doing it for a bunch of other women too. Or if you are going to be doing this, that, and the third for a bunch of other women, you have to make sure that, again, this is Young Miami's energy. I have to be number one. I have to be the one who gets the most, or I have to be the one that you go out in public with. And I don't think he really likes that. I don't think Diddy likes to be controlled or made to feel less of a man, is the energy that I'm getting here. Okay, why is this here? What is this perspective on Carisha, please? Palm tree. Okay, and it came out in the reverse. I'm gonna flip it up right. I normally don't read reversals, but I'm gonna acknowledge that. Okay, palm tree. It says stability, security, permanence, growth. And by permanence, that's something that is permanent, like a permanent marker, supposed to stick around forever. Growth, endurance, flexibility. So the fact that it came out in the reverse, it would just essentially be the opposite of all those things. So he views Young Miami as somebody who was not stable, not secure. You know, maybe her finances were a little all over the place when they did first meet. So it's like, you know, she could have, I don't want to say needed him in a way, but it really helped. Okay, somebody that, again, permanence in reverse, you weren't supposed to be around for the long haul, for real. Okay, wow. Let's see, why is this here? Coffin. Yeah. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. So, oof. Maybe I feel like, again, this is how he's viewing on Miami. Again, Young Miami could have been the one to have ended things, but I'm getting this vibe here where it's like she didn't really want to. It's almost as if she was forced to, or she kind of had to, you know? And now, don't get me wrong, I don't think Diddy was really necessarily too upset about it. I don't really get, he was the chaser type. You know, if you want to, you know, leave and walk away, you don't want to deal with me no more, fine, okay. Because again, it's not so much because, you know, he wasn't rocking with her, but it's more so because he doesn't like to be controlled. He doesn't like for somebody who, again, maybe who's not his wife, you're not my baby mom, none of that. You know, you don't really make me any money like that, for real. We're not supposed to be, you know, you're not going to be controlling or possessive over me. And that's why I think he was okay with letting it go. You know, oh, she'll be all right. She got an NDA. She's not going to speak up or say nothing because she can't. Sure, go on your own way, whatever. I'm cool without it. I'm saving money, not dealing with you anyway. That type of energy I'm getting from Diddy, okay? I'm going to get one of these Panther Oracles, and then we'll switch to another deck. Okay, how is Young Miami viewing Diddy at this time, Spirit? Thank you. What's the perspective of Diddy? What is this? Oops, goal. I have goal here that just flipped over. Number 26. It says purpose, expectation, and destination, okay? Looks like a guy trying to throw an arrow. Yeah, this is like, what? Okay, well, why is this here? If I'm not, again, guys, if I'm not getting something too clearly, I'm just going to keep going. It says if she saw him as like, I'm hearing lick. Like he was a lick to her. But at the same time, it's like, this could be, in this, again, Young Miami's energy I'm channeling here. Oh, well, you know, this could be somebody that I could be around with for the long term. He's a billionaire. He's going to take care of me. I actually really like him, you know. So maybe she had more of a higher or a long-term goal with this man than he did with her. Let's see, why is this here? Okay. That's so funny. That's a song by JT. Okay, that's hilarious. Why is it her energy is popping up right now for some reason? But anyway, it says stability, harmony, and acceptance. Yeah, so it's like she's viewing Diddy as someone who is okay with supplying her and with a particular lifestyle, or creating, as this card says, stability. You know, they got along very well. And that's the thing too, Aquarius and Scorpio, I feel like it's a very like underrated type of mix, or even just a friendship or relationship. I don't really hear much about Aquarius Scorpio compatibility, but I feel like that's something, again, like a match or a compatibility factor that's not really talked about a lot. Scorpio and Aquarius get along very well, at least depending on the placements, guys. Okay. But I do feel like she saw him as somebody that she got along with very well. It was peaceful. It was harmonious here. Equal give and take. You know, I'm giving you what you want, my body, whatever. You know, the exposure to my demographic. Okay, Young Miami's demographic, and you're giving me the money and the stability that I want. So she was very okay with the dynamic, even considering all of the allegations that are coming out about Diddy. She was okay to shut up about it. She was cool with it because, like she said in that interview she did on her little podcast, Carisha Please, with her best friend Saucy Santana. Well, none of that stuff was happening to me. I can't really speak on it because that wasn't my experience with him. So I don't think she was lying about that. I really don't think she was lying. Like, she didn't experience a lot of what a lot of other women experience because she was part of it. She was okay with what was going on because it wasn't happening to her. You know? Let's hop over to Diddy with the same deck. If this is making any sense to you guys, you like this style of reading, definitely leave a like in the video, okay? It's free. Let me know what you know. Now, what is Diddy's perspective of Young Miami, please? Things regarding Young Miami. Promise. Ooh. Okay, the number 28. Looks like a man proposing to a woman on this card. It says responsible, confirmation, and assurance. Why is this here? Again, and this is his perspective of her. So it's like, your perspective of her is someone that like wanted to like, I'm hearing eternity, like to last a long time. That's why I was just saying, it's like she wanted this to last a long time. I'm not necessarily literally getting that she wanted to be married to him, but it's just something that was supposed to last a while. Responsible, confirmation, and assurance. I'm getting this energy here where he's the type, he had to make sure that she wouldn't speak. Like, I'm almost hearing the word threatening. It's like, you better not speak up, or, you know, I'm going to cut you off. Make sure you better promise that you don't say this, you don't do that, or you don't interact with these particular type of people because it can get me in trouble. And she was like, yes, I'm here. Oh, I don't like that. I'm here. Yes, daddy, I'll do anything for you. Yes, daddy, just keep it coming. Keep the money coming. Like, oh, okay. I don't know if you guys remember the tweet that Young Miami put up one time about like telling one of Diddy's, I think one of his mistresses and one of his baby mamas or whatever, like, Diddy would have you on your knees if I wanted you to be. You're an eater. No, Young Miami, you're the eater. Like, I'm literally seeing her on her knees in front of him. So it's giving me like, that was projecting for sure. Like, no, bitch, you're the eater. Okay. Excuse my language. But let me get one more for Diddy, please. How's he viewing in Miami? Thank you. It's like, you're not here. You're not special. You're not special, you know? Ooh, I'm sorry, Young Miami. I don't mean it like that. That's not my energy, but ooh, that's not nice. I have daydream here. It looks like a guy is just fantasizing, literally daydreaming about a beach. It says optimism, illusion, delirium. That is hilarious. Oh my God. I'm hearing him like, bitch, are you crazy? Like, just as this card says, like illusion, delirium, when someone is like deliriously tired, it's like they start to hallucinate or like, you know, get these weird feelings, or they start to act really silly or funny because they're just so in delirium. So it's like, bitch, you are crazy if you think that I'm gonna make you my main girl, my wife, my baby mama. Absolutely not. Oh man, I don't know. This is not funny, guys. I'm sorry to laugh, but this is not funny, but it's funny, and I'm channeling here. So it's like these two had a really good time together. Like one of these two, I think Young Miami is like a comedian low key, or like Diddy just found her to be really fucking funny, and like she was just a really good time to have around, at least in Diddy's perspective. Okay, and this promise again, the guy proposing this daydream was like, bitch, no, like we are not, no, I'm telling you, she wanted more with him than he wanted with her. This was simply supposed to be a business transaction, okay? And she got a little too deep, fell too hard for the lifestyle. You know what I mean? And I think she really started to catch feelings for him for real. And that's why she didn't want to let it go. Not just the money and the finances. Like, yeah, that was a major plus and the main reason. But now it's like, damn, you have the money, the finances, and I like you. Oh yeah, she was set up for disaster since the beginning. I'm gonna use What's the Tea real quick, and we're gonna hop back to Carisha. Okay, again, as I'm reading cards, this is gonna be her perspective, her POV, or what she sees, what she hears when it comes to Diddy. Okay, let's see. What's her perspective when it comes to Diddy? Spirit, thank you. Ooh, love triangle I'm seeing here. Yeah, dodging bullets. She dodged a bullet because she knew things could have gotten a lot worse. Again, it was the pressure that made her go away. Oh, yeah, look, Boss Daddy. That's Diddy showing up right here. She dodged a bullet with this guy by not sticking around. Okay. Ooh, bad karma. I have carless here. No car, repo, and car issues. Bad karma. Okay, it's like a giant skull on this card. And then I have love triangle here. Okay, looks like there's 3 people in an office setting. It says third party. Yep, multiple lovers and choices. So she's acknowledging that Diddy is definitely the type. I think we already know that. Outside of Carisha, Young Miami, before she even existed, Diddy is, you know, very much so out there with his sexuality. You know, he'll date men. He'll deal with men and women, both. Okay, because there's both men and women in this card. And it's interesting because it's not like she was really upset about it necessarily. Again, she was very okay with whatever the fuck Diddy was doing. I'm hearing complicit. She was very complicit, but she wanted to be the number one. Like nobody else could, you know, have a bigger allowance than her or get a better car. If he was going to be buying her cars, you can't get these bitches better clothes than me, better deals, whatever it is, okay? And with this car list here, maybe Diddy like repoed one of her cars that he got her. Again, I don't know how true that is. Allegedly. If you guys know, please feel free to get in the comments and let me know so I can understand a little bit better. But if Diddy got her a car, he could have threatened to like repo it or take it back. Maybe he didn't. Maybe it was just a threat. And it's bad karma here. Yeah, it's like a lot of the stuff that you do is a result of bad karma. And he's racked up. And, you know, I don't know if Young Miami is necessarily spiritual, okay? As far as I'm concerned, this bitch doesn't even drink water, okay? I don't think she likes to fucking drink water for real. I feel like I remember hearing her say that before. But according to her, I don't know if she's like a spiritually inclined person or not. I don't really get that from her. But I think she is acknowledging the fact that because of, you know, the things that he has partaken in, or maybe, you know, treating women in a particular way with this love triangle card, his bad karma is a result of that. Again, maybe not so much what she experienced personally, but things that she has seen and things that she knows about. In her mind, it could be like, well, this is what you get. This is the bad karma you get because of that. I think she's worried about her own karma as well, you know, for being complicit in some of these things. Why is this here? Unbothered. Bad habits. Ooh. Wow. Okay. There's like a lighter, a spoon, and a needle on this card. Okay. This is like some heroin or something. Drugs, addictions, and toxicities. So we are already aware that Diddy has a drug problem, a drug habit, and he's had a drug habit for years. Okay. Before Young Miami was even a thought. So she has definitely seen him high, really, really, really intoxicated. Okay, and with this love triangle and this drug card, bad habits, you guys, this is giving me like I'm hearing that word 2C, that drug that was brought up in the court documents, pink 2C. It's like they've had all types of sexcapades while he was messed up. I'm not really getting so much her doing the drugs, but again, just being very complicit, just going along for the ride because of what she was getting from it, what she was benefiting from it. I'm not, oh, I hope he doesn't shoot up. I don't know, but I'm literally seeing somebody like shoot up right now. Like putting the band around their arm, you know, trying to get the right vein going. Oh my God, I don't like this. Ugh. And I'm hearing that song by JT in my head, okay. I'm really not trying to put her in this, JT, but I think JT does know some of these things as well. Allegedly. Okay, because again, you know, Young Miami and JT, they were a girl group. They were very close. They were a little closer back when Diddy and Young Miami started getting together initially than they are now. But whatever Young Miami has told JT, it has to do with like these parties and the drugs and all of that. I'm getting this energy here because I'm picking up JT still. It's like maybe Carisha had helped JT or maybe like gifted her some things that were literally directly by way of Diddy. She could have been on one of these trips or vacations with Young Miami and Diddy, possibly, allegedly. I don't know. Okay, but if she wasn't physically there with these two, then she definitely knows what was going on behind the scenes with these two. Okay. JT. Okay, let me see. I'm going to use the same deck for Diddy at this time, okay? What is his perspective regarding Young Miami, please? What's his perspective regarding Young Miami? Photo proof? Oh, God. Moving on. Thank you, next. And then you have photo proof. Getting evidence. This girl, I know it's hard to see in the camera, guys, but the girl on this photo proof card, she's got a snake on her arm. So I don't think he really trusts her, especially now that she has, you know, created distance from him. He's a little worried that she's not going to stay loyal, or she's going to speak up and rat about what she has seen. Even though there's really nothing that he can do about it, even if she didn't speak up, there's enough proof and evidence out there I'm picking up here that's going to implicate him anyway, even if she didn't talk. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter. But I think he is a little paranoid about what she is going to say, because this would be a lot more recent. This is not stuff from the 90s anymore. Diddy and Carisha, this is extremely recent. So I think that's why he's a little even more paranoid when it comes to her. But, you know, moving on. Thank you, next. He's viewing her as the one who, again, cut ties, had to kind of create distance here. Photo proof. He's got her on camera. Wow. Doing what exactly? I don't fucking know, but he's got her on camera. He's got evidence. Okay. Or she has evidence on him that is in video or photo proof that she could turn over to the, you know, the federales that I was hearing earlier, okay? Whoever it is she's speaking to, or whoever she's getting questioned by, all right? Fake flexing is here. Spiritual hater. Hates on your spirituality, your light, and your magic, and your power. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah, he's worried. He's paranoid that she's going to turn on him and be a snake, or like it says, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Somebody who, you know, isn't who they portray themselves to be. We have fake flexing here. It says acts rich, flosses money, shows off. So he's acknowledging that, again, Young Miami's money, her financial situation really wasn't in the best place. You know, and it's so funny because I'm literally like having a vision of him scrolling through Instagram, like laughing at her, like, oh, let's see what she posted. Oh, like that's the jacket I bought her. Those are the shoes I bought her. That's the car I bought her. That's the purse I bought her. All that shit is from me, but she's on the internet flexing like she did it. That's his type of energy. If anybody's a snake, it's him. So for him to be so paranoid or worried about her being a snake, it's him. It's like very fake. Very fake. And it's like, Diddy, you willingly gave her these things. Like, why are you, at least in this energy that I'm channeling right now, it's like you provided that lifestyle wholeheartedly, willingly, with no problem. So why are you, you know, poking fun at it that she's fake flexing or doesn't have it like that? It's like he may have like dangled that in her face or thrown it in her face. You know, like you didn't have it the way you had it with me, or things weren't like this for you before you fucked with me, and she just went along with it. I'm hearing verbally abusive. He could have been more verbally abusive toward her and very belittling versus physically abusive towards her. So maybe that's why her perspective was more so, well, I didn't have that experience with Diddy. Okay, can I get one more, please? Haunted. Oh, wow. I just saw groupie as well. Okay, yeah. This says memories, flashbacks, trauma, and side effects. It's like a jack-o'-lantern, a pumpkin on it. So he's viewing her as somebody who, oh, okay. I think he has people that like watch her or keep tabs on her. Again, it's getting like that threatening energy. It's like, you know, if you do this or you better not do this, you know, you're going to be haunted for the rest of your life by me if you speak up or if you leak this evidence, this photo or video proof, whatever. So like I'm hearing like hunting, when you go like hunting for fish or hunting for animals, versus the word haunted. I'm getting more so like hunted, like hunter and prey or whatever, you know. But outside of that, you know, he's definitely sees that, viewing her as somebody who has a lot on her mind, and like she could relive a lot of certain things that she has seen or experienced with Diddy. But again, I don't really feel bad for her because she was going along for the ride. She was okay with it. You know, he could be having, especially now the fact that Diddy is locked up right now, he could be having flashbacks of the good times he was having with her. Again, very fun, lively energy. They had a great time together. But he's sitting in that cell going through it right now. You know, it feels very like desolate, very empty almost. Like he doesn't know what to do with himself. Wow. Okay. I'm going to get into the tarot. I'm going to hop back to Young Miami, okay? And then we'll clarify these cards that we have here. If you guys like this reading so far, definitely leave a like on the video. This making sense to you. Let me know what you know. Subscribe. We'd love to have you out here, part of the family, okay? Spirit, what is going on with Young Miami? What is her perspective or her relationship here with Diddy, please? The moon, okay? It's that water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Why is this here? Two of Wands. Five of Wands, okay. And the Magician. Yeah, she could view him as somebody who's like very manipulative, has a lot of secrets, a lot of skeletons in the closet, okay, with this Magician card here. And I have the Five of Wands and the Two of Wands, okay. 5 and 2 is 7. So the 7 of Wands could talk about defense or defending yourself, standing your ground. So she's definitely viewing him as somebody who is trying to defend himself. At least having, you know, he has an attorney, right? A legal team trying to defend him. Or someone who gets very defensive even. I feel like with that type of energy, being very defensive or very guarded, it's like she could have asked like very simple questions, and he's the type to get very defensive or secretive about certain things. And again, I'm getting more so about the energy of like other women. And he's like, you're not in the place, or you don't have a place to be asking me about a bunch of other women. Like, you know how I do, how I give it up. You know, just sit back and shut up. And she would still I still see her asking a lot of questions or wanting to know more about certain things that maybe he didn't necessarily divulge to her. Okay, so she's viewing him as someone who's like a very secretive person who has, again, a lot of skeletons in the closet. Okay, Two of Wands can talk about making a decision or having a fork in the road, planning for the future. Okay, and this Five of Wands here, this is like arguing, fighting, physical fighting. He's, wow, okay. And there's more women with mask on in this card. You've got women with mask on in this card as well. This is giving me like masquerade party. Like, what's that movie? I think it's called Eyes Wide Shut, where I think it's Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman in that movie, and it's basically like a secret society, and it was like a whole scene of them being like in hooded robes with those masquerade masks on. So this is definitely giving me like sex magic, again with that magician card I saw at the bottom of the deck, with multiple people involved, like orgies, and she has definitely seen him like physically put hands on other people. And they're all women on this card. I think Carisha could view him as somebody who gets off on like seeing women in pain or seeing women suffer. There's a word for that. A sadist, or I don't know if that's the right word. When someone gets pleasure from pain. A sadist? I don't know if that's the right word. If you guys know it, please feel free to put it in the comments. It's escaping me right now, but yeah. And I'm getting also too, like, Miami, like, she had a choice. She knew she had a choice. With this Two of Wands, it's like she knew she was getting involved into some like deep dark stuff here with this moon energy, secrets, illusions, things that are hidden, maybe even confusing. Okay, things that are not necessarily of the light, especially with like this ritualistic energy around this moon card here. It's like she knew she had a choice, but she chose, I'm hearing she chose the dark side consciously, very fully aware. She also views Diddy as someone who's scared, very worried, very paranoid as well. Okay, I don't know why, but I'm getting this energy too that maybe she created distance, you know, before he got locked up, before he got indicted and all of that. But I can't help but feel like maybe they still talk, or I'm hearing a burner phone. Okay, because this Two of Wands card, this woman is overlooking the horizon with a cell phone in her hands. I don't know who he's talking to or what kind of calls he's making while he's locked up in there, but I can't help but feel like they still kind of talk, like on the low, like, or maybe, you know, there's some type of burner phone that maybe one of her like assistants uses to communicate with him and to find out what the hell she's doing. I don't know, something weird like that. Okay, Eight of Swords here. Yeah, she knows that he feels very bad. That's what I'm saying. I think maybe they've talked before he got indicted or something, and he could have, you know, revealed certain feelings to her about feeling very guilty or feeling very bad. He could have told her, like, listen, I need you to do this, that, and the third. Get your shit in order because I'm about to go to jail. I'm about to get locked up. Eight of Swords is a card of feeling stuck, feeling trapped, literal prison, if not like a mental prison, guilt. Okay. Ten of Cups just came out in the reverse. He's not happy. He's not doing well. Okay, so she's definitely viewing him as somebody who had it all and lost it all. This Ten of Cups is like, you know, happy wife, happy life, a family unit, a home, a house, real estate. That's like the most emotionally satisfied card in the deck. Why is this here? Ten of Swords. Everything is fine. Yeah, and that kind of is taking me back to that clock energy with the about time being up, the time being almost running out. Okay, she can view him. Oh wow. I'm getting something here about her family. I feel like I've heard that before, like Carisha's family being involved in this potentially. Ten of Swords is like a betrayal, backstabbing, a complete ending of a cycle here. Final nail in the coffin. And again, it's another woman with a cell phone in her hand. It's like waiting to hear from him. Yeah, it's like she's waiting for him to make a collect call to her or something. Maybe Diddy said he would keep in contact with her or let her know what the hell is going on. And maybe that's what that talking card was. It literally said awaiting a call, text, or email. So they can still be in communication here, guys. Wow, that's what I said earlier. It's like she didn't really want to walk away from this or let it go. It's more than just the money and the gifts and the lifestyle now. It's like she really developed feelings for this man. And again, with this 10 of Cups, it's like she knew he didn't want this with her, but she wanted it with him. Her family could potentially be implicated in one way, shape, or form. There's a lot of secrets tied to Diddy's family lineage as well here with the Moon and the 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay. Why is this here? Oh, the Death card. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's like she knows that this is going to be the end of her Wheel of Fortune and Diddy's Wheel of Fortune, you know? And usually, you guys, with tarot, the Wheel of Fortune is more of an energy of like good karma, good luck coming in. The wheel is constant. It never stops turning. The Wheel of Opportunity. But with this Death card here, it's like an abrupt halt. Oh my God, I'm picking up Jamie Foxx. You guys know the Jamie Foxx show? And there used to be scenes in certain episodes where he'd be talking to Braxton and they were like bellboys in a hotel. And he'd be like, it's literally like pump your brakes, stop. The wheel is completely fucked up. It's broken. It's running down. Like the wheel has stopped turning at this point. Okay. Wow. And it's due to like all of these secrets and the things that are hidden in the dark. And getting like, the Death card and the Moon, it's like ritualistic magic, death magic, sex magic here is very heavy. Okay, there's like a literal like succubus type of entity in the water in this Moon card. And it has red demon like eyes. But I can't really feel fucking bad for you in Miami because you were fully aware what the hell was going on. It's almost as if she didn't think that this would come to an end. Again, Diddy could have like told her or forewarned her about what was to come, but she kind of just ignored it. Come on now, girl. Jeez. Death card is transformation, things changing, ego death. This is like a major change for the both of them. Clearly, of course, Diddy, but Young Miami, her too. It's like her finances are going to go through a major shift if they haven't already. She is something else. Wow. I will say one thing though, at least she's fucking loyal. She's trying to be loyal to the end of this. I'm getting here. Like loyal to a fault is what I'm hearing. Loyal to a fault. I don't think to the point where she wants to end up in jail, right? Behind Diddy, but she will stand 10 toes behind this man, or she is trying to, or she is, or she wanted to, but she was forced, again, to kind of create distance here. Wow. Very interesting behavior. Very interesting. Okay, I'm going to switch decks just in case some of the same cards need to show face. We're going to hop over to Diddy. This is going to be his perspective, his POV, his feelings towards Young Miami, okay? Where is Diddy at when it comes to Carisha? Thank you. His perspective of Carisha. Four of Wands, okay. Queen of Pentacles, And then the Chariot here. Okay, interesting. Now, 9 times out of 10, guys, this is like a really good mixture. Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. That's like screaming marriage to me. Okay, someone who is very stable, very secure. But it's already come out that she was not necessarily in these energies, okay? He's viewing her as somebody, again, who wanted that happy wife, happy life energy. Again, I don't really know if she literally said to him, like, I would marry you. But it's giving that, like, if Diddy really wanted to fucking marry her and propose before all this indictment stuff happened, he knows that Young Miami would have said yes, like at the drop of a dime. So I think he kind of played on that. Again, like that dangling a carrot in front of your face. Oh yeah, don't worry, like everything's gonna be cool. We're gonna be this, we're gonna be that. You know, I'll buy you some property, we can move in together, whatever. And it was just to kind of keep her around, or to make sure he had her her undivided loyalty. The Chariot card here, again, this is police. Chariot card is overcoming a lot of obstacles as well. Someone who's victorious, very valiant, someone who comes out on top. There could have been certain things that Young Miami shared with him from her personal experiences, like her home life, her past here with this Four of Wands. That's like a reunion celebration as well. Or again, like I said before, the home environment. Young Miami could have really like gotten her feelings about him and told her, or I should say, I'm sorry, told Diddy about certain obstacles she had to come get over regarding her past or her home life. Did he really care that much? I don't think so, but she felt he was very comfortable to express herself to, is the energy that I'm getting here. Queen of Pentacles is very down to earth as well, very ambitious for the most part. So it's like she has a lot of drive and ambition, at least from Diddy's perspective, but it's almost as if certain things that she would touch or put her hands on wouldn't necessarily stick, or maybe the public wouldn't necessarily be so drawn to it. Like there's something about her that he really likes. There's some kind of star quality he likes about her, but it just something wasn't sticking, is the vibe that I'm getting. Okay, you have the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Unearned income, charity, giving assistance to somebody. The Lover's card, wow. Yeah, and it's like the energy wasn't reciprocal. Lover's card, Gemini energy, that can talk about like a soulmate or a soul connection, something here that's like divinely guided, if not decision making. So kind of like I said before, he knows, and he kind of played on that. Like if I wanted to propose to this bitch tomorrow, she would say yes, and I would have her wrapped around my finger. Wow, okay. And I'm getting something else here about a car, like a vehicle. And again, with that Six of Pentacles, it's like, I provided you this vehicle. I provided you this particular wealth status. I provided you with the platform, Carisha, please. If it wasn't for me on that network, owning the network, you wouldn't have a show, is the energy that I'm getting. And I can't help but feel like, you know, he may have bought her a vehicle, bought her a car, but he could have like repossessed it or threatened to get it repossessed or taken away if she went out, if she, you know, fell out of line. What is this? Ooh, what is his perspective of Young Miami? These cards are flying too. The Lover showed up again anyway. Look, Five of Wands again. Fighting, arguing. She could have a really nasty mouth on her. It's like very argumentative or something. Ooh, yeah. Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles here, and then the Lover's card. Again, it's like, you know, he's viewing her as somebody like, you had the choice to be independent. You had the choice to do things on your own, set up wealth for yourself. You know, you had the opportunity to decide whether or not you wanted to, you know, walk away and be on your own. Because Nine of Pentacles is a singular energy, someone who's very independent. They got it on their own 9 times out of 10, right? It's either you had the choice to do that, be independent and go on your own way, or to stay stuck and hold on to me with this Four of Pentacles. And she chose to stay stuck and hold on to him, essentially. Now, all of these pentacles here, though, it's like he's viewing her as somebody who could be very grounded or very down to earth. Again, like I mentioned earlier, she could have like a lot of earth placements in her chart. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, possibly. Maybe Cancer in her birth chart somewhere, very heavily. But yeah, it's like he wanted her to be his, I'm hearing, my down bitch. He wanted her to be his down bitch, but not good enough to be the wife, or not good enough to make a baby mother, or none of that. You know what I'm saying, guys? There's something here about stability and foundations here. Four of Pentacles is a heavy foundation card, stability. Fours in general can connect to like the home life, domesticated matters. And then the Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands is literally like a home or a marriage. He could have been to her home, wherever that is, if he didn't like buy her one, or maybe he paid her rent or something for an extended period of time. But I'm not seeing any cards here about children, but I'm picking it up intuitively. I feel like she could have even potentially introduced him to her kids, or again like her family, like people in her family are they're very close, and they ended up dealing with her and Diddy in certain ways. Some of this money or some of these gifts that he was giving her, she was giving it straight to her family as well. Again, like direct, a direct line from him through her. Four of Pentacles is being stubborn and holding back as well. That's what I'm saying. It's like he could have forewarned her and tried to get her prepared or something here for the police to show up. Because again, Chariot is police, if not like EMTs or security. And she was very stubborn. She didn't listen. She kept holding on. When it's like he tried to get her to get her shit together a long time ago, is the energy that I'm getting here. Because the thing with these celebrities, these people, and that's the thing too, Diddy is very like spiritually inclined or tapped in, not necessarily of the light, okay? Because there's light and dark in every sector of the world. He's very spiritually inclined. He could almost be like a psychic or something, is the vibe here that I'm getting. That's what I'm saying. It's like he knew something was coming. He tried to forewarn her, and she didn't follow. She didn't listen. She just kept, again, la da da da, going along with the ride. Very much so like the fool energy, just getting ready to jump off a damn cliff without looking. Why is this here? Ten of Pentacles. Wow. The moon is showing up here again, guys. Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Ace of Swords. Yeah, he's like very nervous or paranoid that she's going to speak up and like fall to the pressure of police or the federal investigators or something. But I'm seeing the Knight of Wands here and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, if you are an intuitive, you're a card reader, whatever, medium, I feel like you can put these two together and see what that means. Like, Knight of Wands, very lustful, sexual energy in and out. Again, you are not supposed to be here for a long time. You are just supposed to be here for a good time. Ten of Pentacles, that's legacy wealth, generational wealth, a lot of money, influx of money, inheritance. Okay, money, sexual energy. This is giving me someone who was a sex worker. And she made a lot of money doing it. A lot of money doing it. And Diddy is acknowledging that. I think there's something here about Diddy feeling as though she's going to move on and move forward and be okay financially, or, get some type of, I'm hearing like a major deal or benefit off the back of him suffering and being in jail. I don't think he likes that. It's like, I'm hearing him say like, I made you. Granted, he didn't make her. She was already on the scene well before they met, right? But whatever this major increase in her finances is, maybe going from like a millionaire to like a 5 millionaire. I hope that makes sense, guys. I hope that makes sense. But it's like, I made your pockets look good. I made sure your bank account was stable all the time, or, made sure your family had a roof over their heads, okay? Because Ten of Pentacles is a family unit as well. Knight of Wands is traveling, moving, relocating, someone who's very spontaneous. And I think that's what like attracted Diddy to, like, or attracted, her to him. He likes that she was very just go with it, very fun to be around, adventurous, spontaneous. Again, she may have asked a lot of questions, but if you shut her up long enough, she'll be all right. You know what I mean? And again, heavy sex worker energy here with that Knight of Wands. Something here about traveling to multiple different places or locations as well here. Maybe this is giving me like Jeffrey Epstein and like Ghislaine Maxwell. Like Ghislaine Maxwell was the one, the woman involved with Jeffrey Epstein, who was kind of like recruiting these women and bringing them to the island, or recruiting them to make it seem like, or make them feel more comfortable, make them feel at ease before getting involved with Jeffrey Epstein and whoever his clients were. And Diddy brought her around about a lot of very, very high profile, wealthy, prominent people in the industry as well. And so he feels like he elevated her status essentially. But it was due to this lustful, sexual in and out energy. Again, Knight of Wands here. Okay. Why is this here? Four of Cups. In the Moon again. Things attached to secrets, confusion, illusions. Ooh, I just saw the Queen of Cups. It's like she was in love with him, or like she was really falling for him. And she's expecting to hear from him, or wants to talk to him with this Page of Swords. Or this is Diddy watching her, keeping tabs on her. Again, I feel like she has Cancer in her birth chart somewhere, potentially. If not, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Five of Pentacles here, and the Four of Cups. Again, like that energy of, I made you. If you didn't take this offer from me with this Four of Cups, if you would have ignored me, you would have been still in that same shit position financially. Your bank account would have been on zero. You wouldn't have been, at the Met Gala without me. All this, that, and the third. He's viewing her as somebody who like left him out in the cold potentially, or again, he's just worried and very paranoid that she will. But I'm getting this like very like loyal energy from her. It's like, no, like you call me, I'm answering. Or, I'm going to ride this out with you as long as I can, as long as it doesn't implicate me. And I can't help but feel like, she's, again, being questioned or talking to law enforcement, but I don't think she's going to be honest with them. Or she's going to try to defend him and make it seem like, oh, it wasn't like that. These women, they wanted it. Or, we presented the offer and they took it. Like, I don't see her being truthful with the police when it comes to Diddy at all. Four of Cups is like being bored, apathy, being dissatisfied with the situation. Again, it's like, she didn't want to let him go. She's not satisfied about it. She's not happy about it. Her financial situation is definitely suffering because of him being away. She was so dependent on it. But that's kind of her fault for being so dependent on this, especially when he told you. Again, it's like, I'm warning you, I'm letting you know, get your shit together now, make some certain investments, make some moves, because this, that, and the third is about to happen to me. And she literally ignored it. Okay, Four of Cups is literally like ignoring calls, text, or whatever, ignoring somebody, ignoring offers, ignoring pleas. Okay, and she could really be like suffering financially because of it. Hence, maybe that's why there's this resurgence of Carisha please, okay? If that makes sense, all right? I'm going to get a couple closing cards for Carisha as well. What's her perspective when it comes to Diddy, please? Thank you. Four of Pentacles. Again, it came out in the reverse, though. I'm going to flip it up right, but it's in the reverse. So it's like, again, her stability is kind of rocky right now. Her foundation is a little rocky. She's like had to let him go, but she didn't really want to, okay? Because the Four of Pentacles can be very stubborn, controlling, holding on to things, like a hoarding type of energy, or having a vice grip, trying to have control over an outcome. But she has no control over what happens to him. Whether she can lie again to the police all day long, but it's not going to change the fact that, yeah, his stability, his foundation is crumbling. Like literally. Ten of Wands here. It's like a burden. It's stressful. She's viewing him as somebody who's very stressed out, very burdened, has a lot on his mind, a lot on his plate right now. And that's what I'm saying. I really think that they still talk, or, you know, he's only been in there for about a week, so, or maybe 2 weeks now at this point. So I don't know if she's heard from him yet, but I think she's waiting on it, or she was waiting to hear from him, and then she did, and now she's acknowledging that he's very worried, very paranoid, very stressed out. He's got a lot on his plate. Okay, I'm getting this energy here, like she could be helping him relocate or move finances or money into different types of accounts and whatnot. Okay, because this 10 of Wands, it's like a woman, looks like she's walking uphill, kind of struggling. It's giving me the energy of like somebody who's moving or trying to build a home, right? I'm an intuitive reader, guys, so please bear with me. But 4 of Pentacles, finances. So it's like she could be having a very difficult, hard time moving, transferring, or relocating his assets, his finances, or his wealth here. She could be, you know, holding some of his money in an account for him or something, expecting him to get out, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. Wow, look at that. The Empress and the Lovers. Lovers is here again. I'm telling you, she really wanted to be like his wife, or like his, you know, one and only, or the main girl. Okay? And it's like she was fully aware of what was going on. Again, like that Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein type of energy. It's like, you're the emperor, I'm the empress. And this was divinely guided to be this way. She really had feelings for this man. That's what I'm saying. I really think it went from just, you know, money and finances to money, finances, and I really like you, or I love you, I have feelings for you. I just don't think Diddy was necessarily looking to settle down, or he wasn't the type to be settling down with. But she was willing to take whatever she could get from him, if it meant, you know, her being the number one, in the number one spot next to him. She didn't care. So essentially, yeah, she's very much so implicated. There's a lot here that she has seen, that she knows. Again, I'm getting drug use, physical violence, some type of ritual magic here as well. I don't think the feds necessarily look into like ritualistic magic or purposes as a crime necessarily, right? But yeah, no, like she was very aware of that. And Diddy is viewing her as somebody with all of these pentacles, somebody who has really, you know, changed their financial situation, their status around because of being attached to him. And he's fully aware of that. He could have, like, again, like dangled the carrot in front of her eyes, in front of her face, about making her the quote unquote the top bitch or the number one bitch. You know what I mean? And it just, in her mind, it was just something totally different than what Diddy was seeing it in his mind. You know, like, yeah, like, you're fun to hang out with. We laugh, we have a good time, we have fun together. But it's because you were very complicit and you were okay with what was going on in these quote unquote freak offs, right? These parties behind the scenes, the things that the sexual proclivities that I'm into. You were okay with it. So of course I'm going to have a good time with you. You know what I'm saying, guys? I really hope that makes sense. Oof. But yeah, she's definitely implicated. And again, I think JT, I'm not saying she's implicated, but she knows things as well. I wouldn't be surprised if her name gets brought up and they start questioning her too, just because of her proximity to fucking Young Miami. Like, when I say these people are cleaning up house, they are cleaning up house. Every room, every nook and cranny. Like, literally. Okay, but this was a lot. I'm going to leave this reading here. This was very messy. This is a lot. If you guys resonate with this, or this makes sense to you, you like this reading, like the style of reading, like the vibes here on the channel, definitely leave a like on the video. It's free. It helps the video get around to others who may want to check it out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you know. Again, if I missed something here or something makes sense to you, please feel free to elaborate in the comments. I would love to have you here, part of the family. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.